Welcome to the OCTLA model of teaching. This is a kind of strategies by using computer-based learning. What is the OCTLA? OCTLA stands for one-click teaching learning activities. This is a model of teaching. So the teaching should be conducted in base computer activities. Whenever you would like to use this model of teaching, you have to connect your computer to LCD projector. Once again, every step only by clicking once every step or every session or every activity. So that is why we call it OCTLA. Stands for one-click teaching learning activities. So by doing only one click, you will be the best teacher and you will be becoming professional teacher. So how do we do whenever we would like to apply the OCTLA model of teaching? Here are the steps. There are 6 steps how to apply the OCTLA model of teaching. First of all, you have to select the topic or the theme that you want to teach. Secondly, you have to find the main concept. And the main concept, there must be two things. Firstly, about the essence, and secondly, about the contents. And for this, the next, you have to formulate indicators of learning objective or ILO. Prepare for the learning materials, tasks, tests, and assessment. And for 5th, you have to design the teaching presentation while using hyperlink application system. And the last one, you have to design your classroom management, including the selection of teaching strategies, method, models, approaches, as well as the relevant learning aids when needed. Now you are ready to start the lesson by using OCTLA model of teaching. In this case, we have known that every teaching session there are 3 stages that we have to do. First is pre-teaching session. Here I would like to show you at least there are 5 kinds of activities. First, opening praise and apperception. Secondly, motivation and enhancement. Third, introduction to the main topic or theme. And 4th, indicators of learning objective. And last one, pre-test or initial assessment. You have to consider about the time for each portion. How many minutes that you use for opening and then for motivation and enhancement and so on. So you have to divide your own. For example, opening praise and apperception, you need 3 minutes, enough, that's okay. Or motivation and enhancement, you just only need 3 minutes, enough, it's okay, and so on. And for the second session, you have to do also 5 kinds of activities. Exploration, elaboration, confirmation, clarification, verification, and validation. And the last one is conclusion and construction. This is the main point whenever we would like to do in learning session in the second stage. But the 3 stage, pre-teaching, while teaching, and later on post-teaching is all are important. So 3 in 1. Last session is about post-teaching session. Post-teaching session also consists of 5 activities. Overall review, recalling, summary for the first activities, and then reflection and feedback. Third, post-test for giving tasks, structured and non-structured. And the last one is information and closing praise. So, from the first stage, second stage, and third stage are all very important, and we cannot consider which one is the most important, because we have to do 3 and 1 in a sequence. Okay, now I will give you an example how to apply the OCTLA model of teaching. For example, we would like to teach in the 2nd grade for the elementary school. We would like to take the topic about animals. So we have 3 sessions here: pre-teaching session, while teaching session, post-teaching session. So once again, in each session, pre-teaching 5 activities, while teaching 5 activities, post-teaching session is also 5 kind difference of activities. So in this case, whenever we would like to apply this OCTLA model of teaching, we just click on here, 1 click, and then we explain, finish, go on the next step, 1 click, finish, 1 click, finish, 1 click, finish, 1 click, finish after the last activities. So that is why this model of teaching is called the OCTLA model of teaching, meaning 1 click teaching learning activities. Now, I would like to give you example from first activity from this session, that is the pre-teaching session. Let us see it together. In this case, I would like to give you an example. The implementation of the OCTLA model of teaching. For example, we would like to teach English for elementary grade 2. We take the topic animals. This is opening praise and warming up. So this is including the pre-teaching session for the first activities about the perception and opening praise. For example, we can say to our students, welcome and we meet again in our English subject. Let us start our lesson by saying our prayer. After praying, and then we go to the next activities. Before we study together, we would like to do a little warming up. Please stand up and close your eyes. Imagine that you are now in the zoo. And then we invite the students to close up and imagine that they are in the zoo. You see many animals like monkey, tiger, elephant, zebra, owl, and so forth. Now open your eyes and you are still standing. In this case, when I say tiger, you imitate how the tiger roars, for example, wow! And if I say elephant, you imitate how the elephant trumpets, for example, if I say monkey, you imitate how the monkey gibbers, for example, or maybe, and so on. So you can imitate the sound of zebra when the zebra whinnies, for example, and so on. Or if I say owl, you imitate the sounds of an owl when the owl hoots, for example. For example, like that. And you can invite your students how to imitate some animals and their sounds. Go on to the example. For example, here the apperception. For example, we have to ask different questions about the animals. Here I would like to give you example. What do you know about animals? And then maybe our student will answer some question differently. Okay, the answer is free for them. Any answer is okay. And then go to the next question, for example. And do you know the names of some wild animals? And our students ask, well, sir, I know. Tiger is one animal. Okay, good. Well, polar bear is also one animal. Great, and so on. After the students answer every kind of wild animals that they know. Next question, for example, do you know the names of some domesticated animals or pets? Domesticated animals, firstly, were wild animals. And then we make it tame, and it calls domesticated. And the students give many kinds of answers related to the domesticated animals, maybe as farms, animals, or pets. Next question, do you know the names of some endangered species or protected animals? Our student maybe also have different answers. One says, well, sir, panda is protected animals or endangered species. Good. Well, sir, one horned rhinoceros is also endangered species. That's right, and so on. And last question, for example, what have you learned about animals? So, whenever all of the questions related to animals, the student have answered based on their experience, based on their prior skill, based on their prior knowledge, and so on. It is called apperception. Okay, now we would like to go to the next clip. The first clip finished. Okay, we go to the second activity for pre-teaching session, that is motivation. So here in motivation, the motivation must be related to the animals because the topic is animals. I give you example like this. Animals are very useful for human life. We can fry oil or boil eggs of chicken to eat. We can make cheese and yogurt of cow milk. We can also make steak of mutton or sea meat or veal or cow meat. Furthermore, we can use animal leather to make jackets, bags, shoes, belt, hats, etc. We can ride on horses or use them to draw carriages. Even we can use the dirt of animals to make natural fertilizers. So let us protect and conserve the animals for our future life. This is a kind of motivation. After you show your student about motivation related to the animals, mainly related to the function, related to the benefits and profits of our life, whenever we use of the animals for human being. Here, for example, meat, whenever we would like to make steaks, egg, whenever we would like to make omelette, or milk, we can use it to make cheese, or animal leather, we can make shoes, jackets, and also bag. Okay? If you feel that it's enough, you just close only one clip. Okay, we go on the third activity for pre-teaching session. that is about introduction. We have to introduce our students about the topic that we would like to teach, that is about animals. For example, here we can say there are many kinds of animals all over the world. People usually see different kinds of animals in the zoo. They can see wild animals like tiger, lion, crocodile, snake, and so forth. Some people keep animals as pets, such as dogs, cats, rabbits, and birds. Farmers raise cows, pigs, sheep, ducks, and chickens and runs for our farmland. There are also protected animals like panda, orangutan, and komodo. So here we use it as an introduction, and we divide the animals into at least 4 groups. Wild animals, for example, lion, domesticated animal, example horse, farm animal, for example here cow, and protected animal or endangered species here, for example panda. And we can give another example here. Introduction for domesticated animals. We can give some example for the students: horse, ox, cow, camel, dog, rabbit, sheep, buffalo, donkey, goat, pig, cat. So, including we give example, we invite the student to learn new vocabulary. So here you have to focus in 3 things at least. First about the spelling, secondly about the pronunciation, and also the third is also important about the meaning. This is the introduction for domesticated animals. Then another introduction for wild animals like tiger, zebra, gorilla, bear, giraffe, leopard, rhinoceros, fox, cheetah, lion, chimpanzees, wolf, and so on. This is introduction to the students about wild animals. And related closely to the animals, the topic is about animals. And another introduction, farm animals like cow and cow, buffalo, horse, goat and baby goat, sheep, rabbit, cock and hen, camel, cat, dog, donkey, duck and ducklings, goose, pig and turkey, and so on. These are the examples for the introduction of farm animals. And then about endangered animals, we have to tell the student that the endangered animals are protected by laws. People may not harm nor kill those animals. We must save them from extinction. You can give example here like sea turtle, monarch butterfly, bonobo, armored leopard, jaguar, arctic wolf, cockatoo, chimpanzee, elephant, Irrawaddy dolphin, snow leopard, polar bear, giant tortoise, gorilla, great white shark, giant panda, red panda, rhinoceros, sea lion, whale shark, tiger, spider monkey, orangutan, tuna, blue whale, and so on. These are the examples for the student about endangered animals as introduction. So whenever you are filling it up for the introduction, just 1 click, finish. Now we go to the activity 4 for pre-teaching session, still in pre-teaching session. That is about indicators of learning objectives. So whenever we formulate the learning objectives, we use Bloom taxonomies from cognitive 1, knowledge, until the 6th level about evaluation. So for the C1 here means knowledge. C2 here means comprehension. C3, cognitive 3, it's about application. The C4, analysis. C5, cognitive 5, synthesis. C6, evaluation. So here, an example about the targets of learning for the students. So here we would like to show the student and invite the student to master of those learning objectives. For example, after this session, you should be able to make the list of wild animals and domesticated ones. Second, explain the specific description of wild animals and the domesticated ones. Do a simulation of the animals' life by using appropriate learning media. Distinguish some differences of wild animals and domesticated ones. Synthesize among the specific characters of the animals. And the last one, recommend on importance of animal for human life. So these are called indicators of learning objective. This is the target and also the objectives of learning activities for our students. After you explain about the learning objectives and you feel that it's enough, one click to start and one click to finish. If you want to finish, just one click. Now we are going to go to the last activity for the first session, that is the pre-teaching session. And the last activity is pre-test or initial assessment. And this initial assessment, we just want to know the prior, let's say, proficiency or skill or the competence of the student before we are teaching them. Okay, let us start from this presentation, that is pre-test or initial assessment. For example, we can start by saying to our students, you will have a pre-test. Just do it as far as you can. Don't worry about the result. And we can remind our students, testing, please do not disturb. Thank you. Let us start the test. After that, you can distribute the answer sheet, just only the answer sheet, because the questions will be presented on the PowerPoint. After each student get his or her answer sheet, check that their pen is normally used and can be used properly. Now let us start. You can say to your student, let us start from number 1. Choose the correct answer among the options, whether on A, B, or C. First question. Most people can see many kinds of animals in the blah 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 blah. A, zoo. B, forest. C, park. Now give your answer and I will count from 5. Please start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Let us go to number 2. Tiger likes eating blah blah blah. A, fruit. B, vegetable. C, meat. Tiger has strong teeth. Correction, yes, strong. Strong teeth and sharp claws. Now, start. 5, 4, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. We go to number 3. The zebra whinnies strangely, while the elephant blah blah very loudly. Choose your answer. A. Trumpets. B. Bleats. C. Roars. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. We go to number 4. Monkey likes eating blah 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 blah. A. Meat. B. Banana. C. Fish. Monkey is good at climbing. Please start to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Go to number 5. Giraffe has long blah 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 blah. A. Claw. B. Trunk. C. Neck. Giraffe likes eating leaves of the tree. Start to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Go to number 6. Orangutans are blah 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 animals. A. Wild. B. Endangered. C. Domesticated. Nobody can kill or hunt them. Start to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Go to number 7. Does the horse like eating grasses? A. Yes, it does. B. No, it doesn't. C. I don't think so. Now, start to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Go to number 8. Pets are animals that we keep blah blah as hobby. A. In the zoo. B. In ranch. C. At home. What is your answer? A, B, or C? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Go to number 9. The sheep blah 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 blah, while the hen cackles. A. and then this one is C. B, bleats. C, mews. So we have to turn B here and C must be here. Correction. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Go to the last number, number 10. We can use the letter of cows to make blah blah to wear. A, foodstuff. B, jackets. C, cheese. Choose your answer. A, B, or C. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. So, this is the end of the pretest. After finishing the pretest, you have to change the sheet, the answer sheet with the other students. Maybe they can swap to the next students in front or at the back side or on the left or on the right. So after that, invite the students to check whether their answer is correct or not, and show the students the key answers. Okay? Like this. Now, the pretest finished. Check your answer and your friends' word. Check whether their answers correct or not. Number 1, the correct answer is A. Number 2, C. Number 3, A. Number 4, B. Number 5, C. Check again. Number 1, A. Number 2, C. Number 3, A. Number 4, B. And number 5, C. Go on to the number 6. Number 6, C. Number 7, A. Number 8, C. Number 9, C. And number 10, B. And after that, you can take a note the results of your student pretest results. Well, now we are in the last activity for pre-teaching session. The pre-teaching session is closed with pre-test or initial assessment. So after this activity, so we will end our pre-teaching session. But once again, OCTLA must be used in 3 stages of teaching learning activities. First, pre-teaching session. Secondly, while teaching session. And the last one is post-teaching activities or post-teaching session. In this step, we have finished first session, that is once again pre-teaching session. And please wait and watch the next video for while teaching session and post-teaching session. Each session consists of 5 activities. Once again, we have just done first session, first stage, pre-teaching session. Thank you very much for your kind attention and see you later. Once again, don't forget to watch OCTLA model of teaching, that is one-click teaching learning activities. Thank you.